September 24th. Here in the Slade Building, reminder that our meeting is being recorded, and just be mindful of everything that we say during that, because it's out there in the world to see from now on. Okay,
Oh, we're supposed to give a thumbs up.
I assume that you knew that.
No, we didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. I'm calling the meeting to order at September 10th at 7:11.
September 24th.
I'm looking at the minutes from the last time. September 24th at 7 p.m. in the Slade Building, Board of Health. All right. And reminder that the meeting's being recorded. All right. Let's review the minutes from the September 10th meeting, which is what I misspoke just a minute ago. And I did not see anything.
Nope. I wasn't at this meeting, but I didn't see any other types of errors.
Okey-doke. I make a motion to approve the minutes as written. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Are we all in favor?
Yes.
Okay, minutes approved as written. We'll skip over the next item of COVID-19 flu maven, as Judy is coming late. And we'll move on to Title V report/perk tests. Okay, there's the official minutes. First one we have is 155 Gardner Road. Conditionally passes.
So the next page.
And on page 2 it says that the septic tank is rotted and needs to be replaced. Okay. Have they filed
Haven't
any?
done anything else.
Okay. The D box is rotted and needs to be replaced.
Why would it conditionally pass and not fail?
I don't know. That's a good question to call and ask JPC Septic.
In there. Because maybe the leach field was okay. Maybe it's just gotta change components.
Yeah, but those components are, well, yes, you're not having to redesign the whole system, but to me that would still indicate that it would not pass. I guess I don't know all the rules. So, I'll pass it around real quick, sorry. I suggest that we do say that it has been reviewed, however, it should be on next meeting's, agenda again, because, repairs need to be made. And so it's not a closed Title V. We need a Title V after the repairs are done to show that it will pass.
Well, if they do it next time, by next meeting.
It's so the case is gonna stay open on our agenda from meeting to meeting until it's, because this is a conditional one.
Yeah, it doesn't technically meet any of these system failure criteria.
Correct.
That must be why it doesn't.
Yep. Sorry,
I
it's,
think it's probably just components that need to be replaced.
yep, D-box and septic tank, which are major.
Mhm.
It's not a minor thing to have done.
That is the system.
So we'll just keep this on for next meeting as well, to know where we're going with all of this. Judy, welcome to the meeting.
How are you?
Okay,
Good.
we are, going through 155 Garden Road.
Okay.
5 conditionally passes, under the criteria that Liz saw in the report. It's not failing, but it does need a new D-box and a new septic tank.
Okay.
So I just asked that we keep it on the
Do you
agenda.
wanna do our notes next, or?
Yeah, we will, we'll go back. Just let Judy look at the, Title V as well. And then we'll go back. After she reviews that, then we'll go back to, item 3, COVID-19 flu maven update. Now that she's here.
Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Real pretty.
Yeah. Yep. It's a little crowded.
It's seen better days.
Yeah.
Okay. When you're ready, Judy, we'll listen for your,
Oh, for the Maven?
yep, please.
Well, there's been a couple cases of corona. I just acknowledged them, I didn't call because, cases are only like 3 or 5 days and they're mild, so.
COVID?
COVID. Okay. And then there's 2 cases of Lyme. That doesn't require any follow-up. And 1 case of suspicious TB. So, it came in it was diagnosed on the 18th. The message came to me over the weekend by email. And then, I checked it out and acknowledged it. They wanted us to acknowledge that we received it, so I acknowledged that. There's 2 contacts in the family, so it looks like an older person, and then their son and daughter. But anyway, so it's 3, and she's going to be receiving care, so there's nothing for me to do until she ends up at the doctor's and they decide to treat her or develop a treatment plan or whatever for her. So, that's where we're at. Epidemiology left a message in my email box this afternoon to have me call back and talk about next steps. So, but it sounded like from everything, the preliminaries, like they have this under control. And looking at the name, it could be that possibly that she's come in from another country. So kind of, and that was part of her the screening that you go through when you come in. And they picked it up on chest x-ray and followed up. Kind of sounds like that. I'll get it all confirmed. But I wanted to give her a chance to go see the doctor first and let the family sort of understand what the treatment is going to be. And then we'll follow up and we'll talk with them once in a while, make sure things are going the way they should. I think the next step in management would be to just check in with them and make sure that medications are being taken as they're ordered. So that's the next step. And TB nurses in DPH, they get all twitchy.
I'm not in DPH and I'm getting a little twitchy here.
Well, sometimes when you get immigrants coming in from, like the Laotians, a lot of them came in the Cambodians and those folks, they all came, a lot of them came in with chest x-rays that, you know, showed scars,
Yeah.
you know, so, and some of them ended up on medication, but many of them did not.
Right. Right.
So, I kinda think, you know, kinda looking at preliminarily the case, that this is probably one of those. So, let's see what the doctor says,
Mm-hmm,
and then we'll go from there.
mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Okay. Then we already did the Title V. Next we have a water test report from Peaceful Acres. The kitchen sink, done September 9th. And it's negative for E. coli touch, just a simple test. So it's all clear. No wastewater test reports this time. And, then, while that's going around, move on to permits. 1-day permit, no fee for the Hubbardston Police Department for October 31st.
Lost the gem.
For they, give, hot dogs away at the Halloween, time activities here in the parking lot. Yeah, I am their designated serve-safe person. Go over and double check that everything looks in its right temperatures and the volunteers are wearing their gloves when they handle things.
It should be in there.
Yeah, it should be. And, so that's that one going around. The next one is Aliva Excavating Installer's Permit.
Where are they from? It's a new one.
Fitchburg. Yeah.
Right. They are located in Pittsburgh. Okay. He included his original training, his current license. Very nice.
Yes, he included everything.
That's great.
Yep.
That's exactly the way it should be. So everything looks in order. Isn't that around?
That's just for that check you gave me,
Yes,
so I just wanted to do a
yes,
form.
yes. We do need to do an official permit. If you would mail it to them so they can put it in their folder for next year's, so that they remember to do it. So, the day before field day, two folks from the Hubbardston Scholarship Committee, stopped by my place and said, I thought he was getting the 1-day permit. She said, I thought
He was.
they were getting the, and they wrote a check to the town of Hubbardston for the 1-day permit, and I did their 1-day inspection at the field day, and everything was fine. They all have ServSafe and everything. To make it official, we are backdated. It's not being backdated, but we are still issuing the 1-day permit because they did pay the fee, which was as it should be. They are the ones that sell fried dough and slushy, icy cups, cones. So it's come and gone, but we're just making sure all the paperwork is in order. Anyways.
And this is the one that I explained to you when you came in.
Yes.
I wasn't gonna be here.
So, where are we? It's 51 Old Boston Turnpike. They paid for permit in January 2023. And other paperwork came in. Perk test was done October 20 of 22. And they have now come in with this new installer to finally get this system repaired.
So the
And
installer that you just signed off on is gonna do it.
do the repair for 51 Old Boston Turnpike. And this was before Nancy had created this wonderful checklist. And lo and behold, we have never signed off on the septic plan. It was approved by Phil, January 2nd of 2023. And so we are
I
backtracking.
started the week after. So.
This is not your fault.
Right, so in that short circumstance of time, this was one of the ones that did not get brought to the meeting. So there's that. Maybe you can look at that page, if you wanna look at that.
Mm-hmm.
And is there another form I need to sign? No.
No,
Okay.
I'm looking for, I thought that there was a smaller one that filled it.
That
But
was
maybe not.
not back then. You wouldn't
Okay.
have done it back
Okay.
then. That's
All right.
fine. That's all right. And Nancy pulled out the minutes, which looks like something the way I would write it. 51 Old Boston Turnpike at the February 14th meeting. Soil samples were done because conditions for perk were too wet. There's a question about the site, so this is to be considered pending. And then we were gonna check with Phil to confirm the plan is acceptable, and it was. It did get signed off on. And now, a year and a half later, they're going to fix whatever's at this location, the house. I don't know what happened in the interim, whether it was occupied or unoccupied.
Where's this, which house on 62?
I'm not sure if it was, it was sold.
Might have been sold.
What's Old Boston Turnpike?
Route 62.
Yeah.
So it's down near the road to the boat dock.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
that
right
has
across,
recently, I think I've recently
right
seen
across
a sold sign there. Okay, so now,
So that's probably why.
yeah, so, yeah. Now it's gonna get fixed.
Okay.
Great.
All right.
Reviewed.
Thank you. On to the next item. 46 Williams Mill Road.
Do you wanna sign these
Yep.
first?
I will sign away.
What if they told you no? Okay. Just asking.
see the
Yes, I
email
know
from,
that.
did you see the email from Phil about 46 Williamsville Road that he sent?
Yes, I printed it out, I believe,
Okay.
right here.
Okay. You wanna tell us about that one while I'm signing the board?
Let's see. So this one, everything just came in on this. And Phil approved it on 9/12, the little sheets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Pass these.
Thank you.
Oh, maybe you
we
guys
can
could
share,
share, and
yeah.
then that way Kathy can look at one too.
Alright. Your call, not me.
Oh, yes, I know. Yes, yes.
I'm teasing.
No, yes.
It was gonna,
No.
yeah, I was gonna do the phone
Yes,
call.
right.
And it has like a
Nice.
little,
That's weird. And this is 46 Williamsville?
yeah.
So I just noticed that Phil he signed
Kind of
this
beat
because
it,
when
that's so
it was
Yeah.
kind of a crazy
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to send this to him so he signs this.
Yes.
So I'm gonna make myself a
Are they-
note.
This is what I like to see. I like to see the depots near the
Oh,
beach
yeah.
field.
And those are Phil's markings.
Now, this
Do you wanna
reserve
see these?
area, additional soil testing required prior to construction, is that because of the way it looks physically? Like, it looks as though it's different than the rest? Like, why would there be this weird
Um,
rectangle?
Yes, Phil, on here, this
Yeah.
section up here, he wrote in recommend
Riser.
Riser.
riser to the grade.
Oh, because it's
Because of the
higher
grade.
there. Got it.
And then, why did he put 5 feet? Okay, I'm trying to read what, off of this one.
Yeah, can't read this. I have my glasses.
Oh, magnifier.
Hole number B.
5.0. He circles the nails. I'm not quite sure why he circled the nails.
They're very prominent here.
Yeah. Okay.
So, it's a 4-bedroom house, but they're proposing a new 1,500-gallon tank, as you can see, to the right, going towards Leachfield. The
Mhm.
existing 1,000's to be abandoned per Title V. Don't see the well, oh, there it is,
It's
on
way
the
up
opposite
on
way
that
side.
out.
side.
Okay, never mind. So I don't see any complications that Phil did not address on his, signed one that he. So I'll sign this one, this one, this one. Signing away my life here on these documents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. While I'm signing, the next item is,
Oh, from you.
old business, inspection report from me. I did go to field day and did the Lions Club inspection. I did the scholarship committee inspection, which is just a 1-day inspection versus the full one, the Lions Club. It's probably gonna be at another activity, so I did a full inspection. And I've also done a one-stop shop here, and I still have other residential kitchens to inspect yet. I'm planning to go back to Rietta's this Sunday before they decide to stop having flea markets. I don't wanna miss out. I missed it last fall. Just get it out of the way. We're getting towards October already, so gotta get going.
Yeah, 'cause they close up in a month.
They have another month there.
Mm.
I'll try and get it done anyways. I want to get. Then it brought two things were brought to my attention. I don't personally use Facebook, but someone who does go on Facebook showed me two things that I need to investigate in regards to food. One is a residential kitchen license on Cruise Road, and there was a Facebook announcement from Crow's Restaurant in Templeton that so-and-so was going to be selling bread. That action is a wholesale action, because then Crow's will resell whatever they buy in at the meals and so forth. So I did not get to it yesterday or today, but I'm planning on getting to it tomorrow before anything goes very far along.
That is happening already.
It is.
Yeah, I've been to Cruise in the last 2 weeks or so.
Because he needs to get a commercial kitchen license or I have to shut him down. End of statement.
Who is this?
Crow's, it's on Cruise Road.
Oh, okay.
I don't wanna name names because I haven't had a chance to speak to the person and I haven't had a
No, I
chance
know,
to
yeah.
invite them to the meeting to discuss the
But
issue.
They also work out of another kitchen, correct?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know all the circumstances, so I don't wanna imply that he's doing, the person or
Right.
the residential kitchen license is not being used correctly
Yep.
or not, but it's gotta be sorted out. And then there's another place on Facebook that is on Williamsville Road, and a person has posted something about having a cafe, and that's at a house, and nothing's been brought to us for licensing, so I have to follow up on that.
Fancy. Okay.
Is it
So
like
two
a tea
things
house
to-
like the Lion, like Mrs. Lion used to have? Mrs. Lion had a little
Oh, Marion.
tea house.
Marion?
Yeah.
I don't know that person.
She
was-
had a little.
I'm gonna say
tea
this
house.
before my time.
Are people allowed to put up those bread shacks with like fresh baked bread and muffins? I see things like that. People do those.
If they are doing direct sales from their front porch, so to speak, or a little shelter on their property, and they have their residential kitchen license, you can sell baked goods if they are properly stored. So if they've got them, you don't want any of that out in the sunlight for very long, or it's will be spoiled. So as a residential kitchen, you can do baked goods. It's highly frowned on to do anything with any kind of pudding or filling. Fruit in a muffin is considered acceptable because there's sugars and so forth. But anything that's a pudding nature, like a Boston cream pie or something, would not be allowed because of the kind of food it is and its rate of spoilage. They can do jams and jellies, cookies.
With a license.
With a residential kitchen license, direct sales only. If that person was to box up those cookies and muffins and breads and sell them to someone else to resell, then the residential kitchen license is void, because that is considered wholesaling, and they need a commercial kitchen license from the state to do that. And that's what I need to clarify in this one situation. Okey-doke. Okay, Halsey textile bins for the town. Someone wanna address that a little bit on signed forms? Cause that's all I had for inspection reports.
Okay, so I I had emailed this, I went on the site and emailed, I said I've been asked on behalf of the Board of Health to inquire about the Halsey textile bins. A resident brought this to our attention. We would like to get more information on the program, specific questions. The board would like to know how often do you pick up? What is the monetary benefit to the Board of Health by participating? Details on how your program is run. The Hubbardston Board of Health is very interested in hearing more about the program and look forward to your response. And she wrote this, Nicole wrote back to me, she said, good afternoon, Nancy, thank you for reaching out to Halsey. To answer your questions, bins are serviced on a weekly basis. We monitor the weight collection from the bins to determine if we need to increase service. Halsey would pay the Board of Health 0.07 cents per pound for the textiles collected from the bins. The program is free, there are no fees. All we need is a signed contract, a signed agreement, addresses for the locations for the bins, and a point of contact. I would be happy to set up a call to discuss further if you would like.
Was this like clothing donation?
Yes, yeah, it's to get rid of like old bedding, pillows, towels, anything.
Bathrobes,
And this is the,
sweatsuits.
that's what the bins look like.
Yeah, they have one over at the senior center in Gardner.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this is what they accept, I don't know if you want to pass it around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So you wanna
Now,
do it?
would this replace what's already right out here?
No, I don't think so.
So it would be an addition.
I believe so, right? Wouldn't it be in addition to what's already over at the
At the,
That's
behind
right
the
over
senior
here.
center? No, isn't there one over behind the senior center?
Yeah, right over
Yeah.
there.
yeah, I
It's a-
guess so it would be. I
It's
never
a
go over there,
collection,
so I haven't
that
been
collection
there
is
a while.
not through Halsey though.
No, no.
It's a
Yeah, that's
different-
right. That
So
corner
what
does
she's
have
asking is that
some bins.
would
Is there a need for a
Yes.
second one in town? You know what I mean? And where would it go?
There were a couple of bins down
Oh,
by the
yeah.
pizza place, remember?
Those got overfilled pretty often, right?
Mm-hmm.
They weren't
Cause it's right on
serviced.
the 68, people would just swing in and swing out.
Oh, shoes, wow.
They take shoes too.
That's great.
Luggage.
Luggage.
Wigs and all.
Intimates?
Oh, boy. Wow.
What
Trying
were
to
you guys
find that.
thinking for a spot?
Here's a,
So there's a collection at the, used to be the pallet business. There on 68, there's a couple bins there that get picked up but it's more than clothing, a little bit more than clothing there.
there's a couple places for books as well as clothing.
I think there might be a book one out here too. There's two,
Yeah.
I think. Maybe I have.
What I have not seen is anything towards the Route 62 end of town. So I was wondering if that would be a good spot down that way to put one on 68 towards 62.
Down by the DPW.
Yes, right on 68, there's two entrances, one to the DPW and then like the back door to the DPW, which used to be the recycling center entrance. And it still is. Oh, and I didn't pick a date. Darn.
That's on here.
Good. For metal recycling and so on. I thought that might be a good location, cause again, we have recycling. This is recycling. And that would be another point in town, that we could, things could be donated and put in there, like shoes, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Sandals, old boots,
That's great, yeah.
So, since there's no cost to our town, and we would get 7 cents How many pounds?
0.07.
Per pound.
I believe
We get a little bit,
Zero.
Why not, right?
Yes.
0.07.
I would just hope it doesn't accumulate.
Oh, 7
um,
cents.
You know,
Yeah, that's
towards,
7 cents.
That's 7 cents.
you know, just
Not
the
0.07.
nonsense.
Yeah, what
Well, that's the
happens,
same thing.
do they get
No.
angry at us? Is
Point
there
zero
any kind of
seven
like,
is smaller than that.
okay, so this is a question we
That's
should
what that
ask.
says,
Yeah.
0.07.
Good point.
It's 7 cents.
Yeah.
if they're finding when they service this that people are throwing
All kinds of things in there.
Nonsense, yeah.
trash,
Mhm.
whatever, what happens? I know that
I
you don't
can-
know the answer,
Right, but I can ask her.
Yes,
Okay.
so that would be.
Like, I wonder if they'd be like, we can't do this.
And then we become responsible for removing.
They
I don't
probably
think
come
so,
in.
they would just
Oh, the trash, yeah, cleaning up.
Yeah, if they leave
Well,
toys and.
so we hope that nothing else will be left and make sure that,
Yeah.
that their signage is clear.
And if they're coming every week,
Right.
Oh, they're gonna come every week. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's
So
what it says,
the-
weekly basis.
Weekly.
And then they
And-
monitor.
And then the 68 is down by the recycling end of the DPW, is also easily accessible, it's right there.
Yeah.
Can be monitored by DPH.
And if necessary, DPW can also
as well.
monitor issues if they find issues.
where is this? It's after where the sign is? Like if
You
you're
know,
going
with the
towards
orange
Worcester?
plow
Yeah,
and the next entrance.
Dirt.
it's
Gravel.
right after that?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, on the
I've
right,
never
same
noticed,
side.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's where everybody pulls in for metal recycling day.
And somebody in town came to the board with this?
Yes.
Oh,
A
nice.
resident.
So I think that would be a good location, that would be different than what already exists.
Yep,
And, so, you know, and it's
that's really
Public,
accessible too, because.
it's accessible, there's parking space.
Yep.
They can bring a truck right there to dump it or however they do it.
After you only wanna do one bin, she's saying,
A
side
pair.
agreement addresses for the locations of the bins.
I would put 2 bins in one spot. That way there's less likely to be overflow. I would have 2 bins at that one spot.
Yeah, I would too.
And people who used to recycle will know where that is. Cause we used to recycle oil and old
You should
appliances.
start, thinking about how you're gonna condense all of that onto the electronic sign.
That's
Down
not my
to
job.
20 words or less.
Yeah.
20 letters or less?
Yeah.
So I think if we get a satisfactory answer, we can wait till the next meeting for an official decision. So we have an answer as to what happens if they
Do we need to check with anybody to put those out?
No.
No?
It's our authority.
Okay.
What about the DPW? Do we have to ask them?
No, because that end of the area is
It's only
recycling
courtesy
center.
call.
Okay.
Yes,
Let
well,
them know
I
it's
mean, we'll
there.
let them know.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll let 'em
Just
know.
show up.
Yes, we'll be nice, you know, it's.
Well, if you talk to Travis, that's not an unusual,
Yeah.
or just things to show up.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
So we will make it, so we'll wait till the next meeting till we know the answer to, what happens if a lot of trash ends up
Yeah.
there? You know, what's their policy?
Well, I wonder
Right.
too, like, what happens if there is trash in the bin? Like, when they get there and do they just take it out and leave it there, or do they take
Yeah.
it to, like, I mean, this must happen. They'll,
Yeah, so how do they handle that sort of thing? All right, we'll put that on,
I'll email.
yeah. F-25 and 26 budget line items for the BOH. I did not get to look at the August. Do we have the timeline? Give me a copy of the timeline.
It's this one. Is it not in there?
No.
Please,
Okay. 26 budget development schedule. September 25th, departments and boards and interested residents submit all capital items for inclusion in 5-year capital plan. October 7th, Select Board and Finance Committee to establish 2026 budget goals. October 1st, budget request forms are sent to all departments and committees. Okay, so October 1st is when the forms are sent to us, right, to fill out. And all budget requests must be submitted to the town administrator by November 4th. This is a timeline printed out. I'll pass that around. Those, Nancy's copy.
I thought I gave you one, but it's
Um,
okay.
Maybe in my inspection bag.
It might be.
That's where it is.
I
Sorry.
thought I gave you one.
So we have a little bit of time to put together the budget proposal, because this year we definitely need to submit one. So we did not do it this past year, and it's not a good thing. In the past, we haven't had to officially submit a budget. Other town administrators in the past would just come to us and say, do you want this and this and this? And we would say yes or no, we don't need it, or yes, we do need it. Now the responsibility is on each board to bring it to the town administrator. So, that's fine, just didn't catch it last year. All right, so we'll kind of leave that open
Okay.
for now, because we have a little bit of time to deal with that. And I'm not prepared. I just have on my list of things to do. Metal recycling date for October. Do we have a calendar sitting here so I can kind
On your
of
phone.
look at the dates?
So that's October.
Well, the 12th and 13th is Columbus Day weekend, correct?
Correct.
And October 5th is next week.
Yeah, I know, that's-
Classes for
Basically, yeah, close to it, I mean, you know, so that's two.
Did I
There's
send it
like
to you?
4 classes. Did you see it?
Okay, so tentatively, how about the 19th of
Yes.
October?
Within the last 2 days.
What did you send?
I'm not
out?
available on the 19th, but
Saturday the 19th.
yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not either. I have,
That's my third weekend.
I have,
Okay.
I have an
My third
MRC
weekend.
training that day.
Hold on. All right, well, let's move on. New business. I'm gonna check with somebody about something, and I will know.
That's when you're gonna have the metal thing.
Maybe the 26th, how's the
That could-
26th
I
look
think
for
that could-
folks?
I think that could work out.
Yeah,
for me.
that's a lot more open.
Yeah, the 26th.
Yeah.
sounds better.
And I'll get I'll push to get, certain volunteers for that.
Okay, we only need 2 people.
Okay.
It would be from 10 to 1.
10 to 1.
Yep,
On the-
at
on
that
the-
second entrance, the south end. People know where to line up, we have a big sign out. Open the gate promptly at 10 o'clock right there. And we just assist them in backing up on both sides of this huge dumpster. And wear old clothes that can get spillage on them. Doesn't usually happen, but you never know. And gloves and old work boots of some kind or shoes. Nothing fancy, bring your own refreshments if you're coming to help. And, we just fill up that dumpster. Lawnmowers, and other equipment like that, all oils and gasoline have to be removed. You can recycle, propane tanks, but the tops have to be completely open, no gauges on it, so we know that all the fumes have that they're totally empty. Any old barrels or anything have to be able to be open and empty, and should be emptied before they're brought. 55-gallon drums, whatever. And then any other kinds of metal.
And it goes into what, a large dumpster?
Gigantic dumpster, yes,
Okay.
that is open on the end. And you
Okay.
can just walk it in.
Okay.
And sometimes people come back 2-3 times.
And they pull it in?
Well,
or
we all do, together, teamwork.
Okay.
The
Well,
people donating and
We'd
the
be
people.
lifting what, like TV sets and all? and-
No, that's not metal.
Oh, that's not metal, okay.
No,
Okay.
that is not acceptable.
No, don't
we
bring
know?
your TV set.
Oh, wait, no,
No,
none
no.
of that, no, okay.
Dryers, washing machines.
Oh my gosh,
Yes,
Bicycles.
yes.
wow.
Lawn furniture,
That's
frames from, easy tents that go up and down, cause the frames get blown away sometimes and bent. Yep, old canopy systems for your backyard, not the canopy, but the metal framing,
Okay.
all that stuff can be.
Buckets.
And then the
Oh.
canopy can go in the help seat. Fine.
Well, that's true.
And yes, so that's another good reason to have it there. Oh shoot,
So 26th at 10 to 1 p.m. Okay.
let me, hold on.
Do we need a neon sign?
A neon sign?
It goes on the
I'll do the
elec-
flyer, I
electric
just
board.
wrote
I'll
myself
set
a
my
note.
TV up right there.
This way.
And then just walk away, leave
Yeah,
it.
that's it, yep, help
I just have
Like the
I had
couch on the side of the road.
Oh, yeah. I
my
see.
little Eagle Scout that was at the field day. He's putting out bright green signs, hoping to entice people to join the CERT team.
Oh, that's cute. Did it work?
Alright, just checking on something personal.
We're in a
well,
slump right now when it comes to volunteerism.
Yeah.
Nobody's volunteering for anything, so
Mm,
people need to get out of that slump.
Alright,
Yeah.
well,
your
you
help.
have, thank you. You
mhm.
volunteered. We only need a handful
Yeah.
more, and it'll be
know.
good for everybody.
Changing of the guards, it sounds like in the next year or two, like.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so
Uh,
they'll need,
under
people to-
new business, Jamie Terry's planning and preparedness survey.
What was this?
I did get, the state wanted a new contact password system done. I worked with Jamie to get that done.
Is that public health?
Here, let Nan,
From Judy.
Judy.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
That's because I didn't know if it should go to everybody, and I didn't know if everybody should be doing this, or if one person should, or.
Any more word on flu clinics, Judy?
I am having a hard time. I have a name, Brenda,
Okay,
and shoot, and I went down there face to face, and that's how I got the name Brenda. But Brenda hasn't called me, so I gave her a few days, and I'm just going to go to the top. I'm going to go to my contact in the administrative office for the program.
Sure.
And going to go to Lisa and Ellen and ask them if they can help us out.
at the senior center.
All I wanna know is, can you bring your nurses and your medications into the town? Because Claudia's interested, and then the Hubbardston House might be a possible satellite site. And then we could also have, something set up as well for the whole resident.
So check, that should go to you then, with the flu clinics and stuff.
Yeah, I can look at it,
Okay,
okay?
So you're gonna do that, Judy?
Yeah, but my biggest issue was Brenda's not calling me back, so
okay,
I
so we're stalled.
take it to the top, and hopefully I'll have an answer by the end of the week.
Yeah. Under new business, the library would like to get a defibrillator unit for, the library.
Yeah,
And what's the cost on those things?
about $2,000.
Oh, it is, it's huge. Okay. So I thought maybe we could help a little bit, but
Are there grants kicking around for that kind of stuff?
have you seen anything, Judy, for grants?
Well,
I haven't, nothing's come through that I'm aware of, cause Nancy forwards everything to me. No, it's good,
no, I'll
but I
take-
haven't.
I'll take a look.
All right.
And may be able to bring the cost down some. It depends on what unit you buy, but most people are buying the Heart Saver.
Right,
So
the
it's-
Heart Saver
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
yeah.
And when you get the box and everything else, it comes to somewhere around $1,800 to $2,000.
All right, I will reach back out to the person, Chris at the library, and just say that you're checking for grants
Yeah.
and things, and
Yeah, the
is she aware that that's the Heart Saver runs that much, and
the library master down at UMass, they might be an option. So, I'll contact them and find out if that's an option for them. Because it is one library to another, so.
okay. Alright, Judy check-in.
Sounds like a good idea.
More things to do.
Okay, next
Cause
on
we can wait.
new business is, which each of you should have, is, proposed change, well, here's our, we have our current fee schedule. And then, proposed ones.
Whoa.
Yeah, what I haven't taken time to do in this last week is send, a message to see exactly, matching what the numbers were they collected in the survey under matching neighboring towns. I haven't had a chance to do that. To find out what the numbers really were when they, the assistant to Nate did the survey. And one of the things in looking this over is to go back to our current 2023 schedule under the septic ones, the third one down, components inspect, D-box, tank and so forth. It's currently, the fee is $210, which is much, much higher than what we are actually paying Phil,
Yes.
our sanitarian. So we might actually want to reduce that one. So it's under our current 2023.
Yeah, I just don't see it on here.
No,
No, it's not on there.
it's not on there.
It's on Phil's, the list of,
So this,
it's on here.
and do you have a copy, do they all have?
Yeah, I have both of,
No, do you have a copy of, I think I only gave that to you.
Okay, I'm gonna pass around one copy,
That's
Here's-
Phil's charges.
current charges.
That's what we
so
have
is
to
that on
pay.
here?
No, no,
It's not
It's
reflected
on
on here
that
at
sheet.
all. Okay, why is it not on here? They're
because
just,
this is things that they're suggesting we
change.
different committees, not all of them are our fees,
Gotcha.
that get changed and increased.
And that's not on there because they're not proposing a fee change for this $210.
Correct. We have
I'm fine. I'm
made
following.
no, we have made the observation that the components inspection fee is much higher than if you see what Phil gets paid down there under components inspections.
Like the second and third.
Oh, I see. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, okay.
See the
Yeah.
difference?
Yeah.
We might be able to reduce that a little bit
This one right here.
Oh, okay.
compared to the
Okay.
the third item on the 2023 fee schedule. We'll just pass that
Which
around.
never got changed to 2024.
It's still the same fee schedule.
I know it's the same fee.
23, 24.
Okay.
So since we're starting to look
Oh.
at these in advance now for 2025,
Mhm.
I'll take that one back. I'm possessive, yes. I have not had a chance to
Noticed
reach
that.
out to ask for, what the survey was on any of the ones that do pertain to the Board of Health under this, 2-page, stapled together a list of suggested changes in fees.
And I think the last, on the second page, the last 2 and 3 are already on the first page.
Okay, some are repeated.
Yeah.
The use of a mobile home has gone up quite a bit.
600%.
Jeez, yeah.
How many do we really,
Right.
do we have an issue?
They usually do, like, if someone had a fire and then have to live in a
Mm-hmm.
mobile home on the property till the house is repaired.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Or they choose to renovate,
right, or major renovation
llama.
requiring,
like the llama farm?
So this is based on a survey that they did of
they
I
check.
believe she called different towns.
Towns.
Different towns.
Yeah.
But, you know, then
Some
That's
of
a
it's
lot of
blended
them
it all
on the phone.
together.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I
I
mean,
just,
these aren't, I mean, just like,
there should be a summary of that,
Yeah.
and so I haven't had a chance to ask for the summary.
it doesn't
So-
look like huge increases.
No. It looks
We
like we're
did
pretty
just
well aligned with
increase,
just
right?
about everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't we just increase these? I mean, it couldn't have been to 2024 because it's the same as
Mhm.
2023, so maybe it was 22 to 23.
Yes, they were increased from 22 to 23, that's correct, Liz.
I mean, everything's more expensive.
I'm not saying we call bucks coming, but just because we raise it $5.
Oh, and this is like just information, it looks like,
It's
even
not gonna
from the
balance the
email
budget.
above. No.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, this is suggested,
Mhm.
and so.
That's
um,
interesting.
I think they're just trying to make us comparable with other towns.
Yes, Mallory did a full survey back for the Board of Health. Okay, Judy, what year did you come back on? No,
Almost 5 years ago? 5 years ago.
I think about 5 years ago is when Mallory did that. And we updated things quite a bit then. And then we increased them again in 22 a little bit. All right, just so you're aware,
That's
and we
interesting.
can think about it, and all, it's not something we have to decide today.
I'm glad we never have to decide about the mobile.
Right, that's not urgent.
No, not us.
But these are all things for each of the various departments to look over,
Mhm.
so. Any unexpected subjects?
I have a question.
Yes.
What happened with the kits that we were ordering? Did those get ordered and distributed?
I have distributed about 1/3
Oh, nice.
of the kits,
That's great.
as I do, the inspections, I
Yeah.
pass them out.
That rings a bell.
So
think
I
I've
gave
asked
one to
this.
Stop and Shop, One Stop Shop last week when I did their inspection.
Mhm.
So,
And we got a good price on them. They had.
oh yeah, they,
It was supposed to be like $400, that's what I think was
we had the
discussed.
limit, yeah.
But then when I actually ordered them,
Mhm.
I can't remember, it was like
Three,
340 something or
Yeah.
something
Oh,
like that.
great.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
and, so everybody's glad to have them.
Mhm.
So I'm still passing out some.
Mhm.
For example, I had given 4 of them to Ron Burton's, cause he has 2 kitchen areas,
Mhm.
a pool area and a residential area, so he got 4
Mhm.
for his campground. I gave one to Peaceful Acres for their campground, that kind of thing, so they're slowly getting passed out.
That's great.
And, I'm just doing it as I do those kinds of places.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. All right, turnovers. Do you have anything this time?
Complaints.
Oh, complaints. No new complaints, just some observations of things on Facebook, that's it. All right, turnovers. We have anything? None this time. Wow. Okay. Anything else? 3, 2,
There was
okay.
an announcement that came through, and I was hoping to find it, but I will have to go home and track it down, and I'll email it out to everybody. But, one of my emails talked about, a set of 4 courses, 4 classes, for, training for inspection. So, it's 4 classes, and it should get you through, there's a tier 1, and then there's a tier 2. So I'm assuming that it start off with simple, housing inspections and move up towards food inspections, cause that would be the more complicated one. So, anyway, it's available,
They're online classes.
online, I believe so. And so, I'll go into my junk drawer and see what I can find, because I must have deleted an email and thrown it into junk. So, I'll pull it out and I'll send it out to everybody.
Okay.
If you're interested. So, I was a little surprised they were putting it out to kind of anybody or everybody, that was on a Board of Health or Public Health list that
I
they
need
had,
to sign
so.
up. I think
I
the
was a
sign
little
up deadline
surprised.
is in a couple days.
So, but, if it's out there, if you're interested, I'll send you the information.
Yeah, I think that'd be neat.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Okay.
If you ever wanna go with me on a food inspection, that's fine too.
Okay.
Do you work every day, or
I work 3 12-hour shifts during
Okay.
the week, but they're
I can just email you or something?
yeah,
And then we
that'd be
can sort it
interesting.
out.
Okay. Yeah.
Just so you see what it's like.
Mhm.
Just to understand what the process is.
Right.
Probably wouldn't hurt in the next few months to have, maybe all of us go to a perk test
Mm.
or one of these inspections. I have to coordinate with Phil for a good weather day.
Okay.
Snow and we don't have to stay for the whole thing, but just to see what that is.
So you understand the process.
Yeah.
And see, if the homeowner is okay with it and stuff. Like the multiple steps that he goes through, checking each stage of the process. For a septic system. It's no rush. We can do it. Even next May, maybe. April, May. can get kinda cold in the wintertime standing around for a perk test, let me tell ya.
Sounds like fun.
Yes. Cause when we didn't have a sanitarian, I was a witness for a couple years and
Thank goodness.
for all of those steps, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. The perk. The marking and the laying down of the drainage field. There's 4 times you go. Yeah, at least. Okay. All right, if nothing else, so I can read something.
Next meeting date.
The next meeting date is Tuesday, October 8th at 7 PM here in this Slade building. Is that probably okay with everyone?
Yep.
Alrighty, that sounds great. And so I will adjourn the meeting at 8:18.